Welcome to Fabloria, where we listen, we relax, and we enjoy timeless fairy tale stories. Once, at the edge of a dense, sun-dappled forest, there stood a charming home, nestled far away from bustling towns. In this house lived 7 sisters along with their father, a kind and gentle man who raised them with tender care after the loss of their mother. The absence of a mother's touch had left a gap, but their father filled it with love, patience, and guidance. The daughters grew up in comfort, never wanting for anything, their lives full of laughter, warmth, and learning. These 7 sisters were not just striking in appearance, they each possessed unique talents and brilliant hearts. Ilara, the eldest, had an exceptional gift for painting. She could sit for hours in the garden, capturing the delicate sway of the flowers, the sunlight dancing on leaves, and the intricate patterns of butterflies on her canvas. Amara, the second, had a passion for cooking. She could create the most delectable dishes infused with love, and her meals always brought joy to the household. Feilin, with her imaginative mind, designed dresses for all her sisters, weaving creativity into every stitch and every trim. Vivia, gifted in home decoration, transformed the house into a haven of beauty and elegance. During cold winter evenings, the sisters would gather around the fireplace in the garden, sipping warm tea, while Saria recited poems and sang songs with a voice so enchanting that it seemed to echo in every corner of their home. These evenings were filled with happiness, bonding, and shared dreams.
The youngest sister, Marina, held a profound love for animals. She could not pass by an injured or abandoned creature without helping it. Over time, she built a sanctuary within their home, giving shelter to cats, dogs, and birds, ensuring they were safe and cared for. Recently, she had rescued 7 small snakes, cruelly trapped and abandoned by a malicious person. Their mouths had been bound with tape, and they were left to die. These were no ordinary snakes. They were unusually intelligent, aware, and even showed glimpses of emotion. Under Marina's gentle care, they recovered, grew swiftly, and thrived in the safety of her home. Eventually, her father, Kasin, decided that they were ready to be returned to the wild. Life in the house was peaceful, a world of learning, creativity, and love.
But Kasan, a man of many travels due to his farm business, had seldom left the city after his wife's passing. This time, however, he was forced to journey elsewhere. He worried deeply about the city, which had been plagued with reports of missing girls, and he feared for his daughter's safety. One evening, over a simple meal, he discussed his travel plans with them and promised to provide everything they needed to remain safe in his absence. The family spent the next day shopping, gathering enough supplies to last a month.
Amara prepared fresh sandwiches for the journey and a crisp salad, while Feilin packed the bags. Before departing, Kasan warned his daughters sternly, "Do not open the door for strangers. Be cautious at all times." They promised, and he left. The sisters returned to their daily routine, with Marina tending lovingly to the animals. The snakes had fully recovered, displaying no aggression whatsoever. Several days passed. One afternoon, a knock echoed at the front door. A woman's voice called out, "Is anyone home?" Alarmed, the sisters gathered near the entrance. "Who's there?" they asked.
"I am your real aunt," the woman claimed, her voice trembling. "You have been mistaken. Our family never had children. Your aunt, my sister, was the only child of her parents, just as your father's mother was. I have traveled far and am exhausted. The sun is unbearable, and I need to rest for a moment. Then I will share lovely memories of your family." Marina, holding her little puppy Max in her arms, sensed something amiss. The dog barked fiercely, warning, "Do not open the door. This is not your aunt. It is a witch, a creature that feeds on humans." The woman sneered, "Animals see what humans cannot." Max's instincts had revealed the truth. This visitor was a witch, dangerous and cunning. The witch circled the house, muttering dark plans. "7 sisters live here. If I destroy them, my evil power will grow 1,000-fold. But I cannot enter without permission, and that dog will not allow them to open the door. I must find a way to get rid of the dog first." The next day, the witch devised a cunning plan. She placed 7 small cakes on the dining table, enchanting them with magic. She hoped the sisters would eat the cakes and fall under her spell. Fate intervened. Marina was busy feeding the animals, and the other 6 sisters ate the cakes, unknowingly succumbing to the witch's magic. Then she knocked on the door with a dramatic cry. "My dear nieces, open the door. I have come to see you and offer gifts from afar. Let me look upon you. Perhaps I am truly your aunt." Despite her pleading, Marina did not approach. The sisters, under the spell's influence, ignored Marina's warnings and opened the door. Immediately, Max sprang forward, barking furiously. The witch hissed, "Seize that dog before it bites me." The older sisters, still bewitched, obeyed and trapped Max in a dark room. He was slain and buried in the garden, leaving Marina heartbroken, her grief overwhelming. That night, the sisters prepared a large cauldron at the witch's command, performing a dark ritual while Marina watched helplessly. The witch's true form emerged, a woman draped in black, eyes glowing like burning embers. She towered over the terrified sisters. "Now you will all be my food," she declared. "But I shall let you choose how you are eaten." One by one, the witch taunted the sisters, demanding confessions of disobedience. She approached Ilara, Amara, Phelan, Vivia, Saria, and Taiba, questioning them with twisted delight. Each sister admitted their missteps, and the witch's laughter shook the house. Finally, she turned to Marina. "Do you think you will escape me? Tell me where I may devour you," she hissed. Marina, trembling but resolute, replied with courage. In a flash, she seized the witch's sword and struck true, piercing her throat. The black necklace around the witch's neck shattered, and she crumbled to ashes. The 7 sisters embraced, tears flowing freely. They apologized to Marina for succumbing to the witch's spell. "It was not your fault. You were guided by courage and wisdom, and you saved us all. You are our hero, Marina," Ilara said softly. But the story did not end there. The 7 snakes Marina had rescued, once cursed, transformed into 7 handsome young men, free from the witch's dark magic. They had been victims of a spell, punished unjustly, and now they stood before the sisters in their true forms.
One stepped forward, introducing himself as Zane. "We were cursed by the witch. She killed our only sister and transformed us into snakes. Today, we are free."
The sisters recounted the tale of Marina's bravery, praising her intelligence and courage. The young men, grateful, thanked Marina and her sisters. Zane, admiring her for her pure heart even when she was just a girl, asked for her hand in partnership and companionship. Marina smiled, knowing that after trials, darkness, and peril, light and love had finally returned to their home. The sisters, reunited and safe, shared their story with their father, who, though grieved by recent events, thanked Allah for protecting his daughters. From that day forward, peace and happiness filled the home, and the tale of courage, loyalty, and magical transformation became a legend whispered for generations.